Welcome once again to another interesting episode of Inspired by Love. And today is a continuation of the previous episode, bringing the two to become one. And what is that two? What are those two entities? Number one, your mind, and number two, your body. Whatever name you want to call it, you can say mind body connection, or you can say brain and heart coherence. So it means that how to correlate or how to bring both parties into one so that there will be a manifestation of your desires. So the previous episode I talked about how to understand the role of pain and your body, how your body relates to the manifestation. And I just gave a background information of the powers of your body. The body is very powerful. It's really, really powerful. I talked about this in my previous episodes. About the fact that the body has over 70 trillion cells. Over 70 trillion cells. It was just estimated, really, and it's so powerful that it can generate its own electricity. It can generate its own energy. So the body is very powerful. And one thing that you need to understand very, very importantly now is that your body is your friend. Your body is your friend. See, once you understand this, then it changes your paradigm. It changes the way you see life. It changes the way you see yourself and the way you see life and the way you see the world around you and your environment. Once you understand this, then you are free. You become peaceful. Do you understand? So now the mind and the body cannot be separate. Every cell in your body has a mind. Every organ in your body has a mind. Do you understand? So now, once you understand that the cells have their mind, the organs have their own mind, the tissues have their own mind. Every part of your body, they have their own mind. That is why even sometimes when the brain tells the body what to do, sometimes they can get into chaos. The lungs will tell you, no, I'm not doing it. These things that happen in the body as a result of attention. You see, whatever pain that you feel in your body is your body trying to tell you that please give me attention. Attention is the key. There are some pains that we feel in our body that don't really need medication, quote unquote. It's just pure attention. That's just all you need. You understand? So something happened to me last night. I I felt some pain in my heart and stuff like that. Though it happens once in a while like that. And I was asking myself why this pain and stuff like that. Immediately I remembered that mantra. My body is my friend. So the next thing that happens to us most of the time, because we're actually addicted to this mentality that once you start feeling pain in certain areas of your life, in your body, you rush and get medication, you buy drugs and just use it and stuff like that. So in one way or the other, we have actually become drug addicts, quote unquote. Some people can just feel one small pain and they can't just help than to just go buy drugs and stuff like that. But sometimes all that is needed is just attention. Just give that part of your body that is experiencing the pain attention. That's all. Just take some time out and feel that pain. Now, as I'm speaking here, it's not this thing takes some level of exercise. I didn't just get to this point where I'm able to just feel it and it goes like that. No, it comes from a series of exercise. I've been exercising myself gradually and gradually until a point where no matter the yeah, there are some pains I feel though. The threshold becomes very high that I don't have a choice than to go get drugs or stuff like that. But for me to get to that threshold, then it means that it's so critical. You understand? So, but there are some basic pains. There are some basic pain that you feel that you can actually bear. But some people don't want. They don't. People don't want to go into that. They just want to just let go fast and stuff like that. You just want to go get drugs and stuff. Yes, I'm not against using drugs, but all that is needed is attention. So once you understand that your body is a collective, your body is a collective of cells, organs, tissues, and different kind of is a system, so to speak. And a system contains function, connectedness, elements, and different kind of things that work together. So it is not just one; it is a combination of elements that integrate themselves. You understand? So it is all about integration. So you can also title this message. You can call it the law of integration or whatever you want to call it. It's just integration of the mind and the body. So each organ, each tissue, each cell has its own mind. So sometimes there are times when the brain gives an information and some certain part of the body says no. So it is not just that the brain is the president, it is the one that makes the command and you have to follow it. Sometimes it does not work that way. And once that happens, all the body is trying to seek for at that time is just pure attention. So the ability to actually separate yourself and just calm down, sit down quietly, and give that part of your body attention. That is the way out. Or you can call it the ability to surrender. Surrender to the pain, surrender to the feeling. Now, this is where I'm going right now. It was actually discovered by scientists that the heart contains some cells. There are some cells which are called neurons. They call it neurons, yes, in the body, in the heart, that is equivalent to the neurons in the brain that stores memory. So your heart too has its own brain. That is why it was discovered by scientists that the heart can actually store memory, can store energy. So the way it stores energy is by storing, or the way it stores memory, yes, is by storing energy. You understand? The words that we speak are spirit and life. There's a way I'm speaking right now that I'm making you feel. So there's a way you can feel by the words I'm saying. So in the forthcoming years, you can remember what I'm saying right now just by feeling. You understand? You can remember it just by feeling. If you can feel it, then you can remember it. So one of the things that you need to understand is that once your heart can trap the energy, then it goes to your brain. You understand? So it's very very simple. It's just for you to understand how this thing works. So once you start feeling some kind of sensations in your body, then you can move it up to your brain, and your brain can decode that information and send it back. So it's just a loop of information. It's a loop. It's a loop. That's how systems work. Systems work in terms of loop. There's a feedback loop, goes to the brain and body and back and forth like that. So, and you need to understand that the brain is not the mind. The brain is an instrument of the mind. There is a you that is beyond the brain. I've been saying this a lot, in my previous videos. I talked about the fact that you are not your brain. Your brain is a tool in consciousness. There is a high, there's a I. When I say I am, who is that I? The I is the real you, which is religious systems we call it God. I am that God in disguise. You understand? The I is the God which is me. You understand? So another misconception is we think that I am in my body. You are not in your body. Your body is in you. See, once you understand this paradigm, then it brings peace to your mind. That, okay, so my body is in me. I am not in my body. My body is in me. Some people might have some objection about it. They might say, yes, I'm also in my body. Whatever way you want to see it, but you need to understand the fact that there is a you that is beyond this physical entity. In fact, this physical entity is a projection of that energy. Because once you understand energy, energy can be converted from one form to another. So energy is, for physical matter, is also a part of energy. You understand? Now, we can also liken the body, the mind as, okay, soul and spirit, or soul and mind, or whatever you want to see it as. You see, I talked about this thing this morning, and I talked about the fact that, you see, the soul does not understand language, does not understand English. The soul understands frequency, it understands energy. So these were some people that use positive affirmations, and they just keep saying, which is good, you understand, but it all depends on the energy that is backing whatever you are saying. If you don't feel good, then your life will not be good. So it means that as you feel, so you are. So now you can start with words. Using words is not bad. It's not a bad thing. It's not something that you can't start with. But you have to be consistent. So consistency leads to frequency. Frequency leads to your vibration, and your vibration leads to your energy. So your energy, the energy that you radiate will not determine the the things that you attract. And this is simply about the law of attraction. The law of attraction is as simple as that. I see a lot of people talk about the law of attraction, the secret. There's this book called The Secret. I'm not against the book. The book is good. You understand? But this is just the fundamental principle that whatever you give attention to grows. Whatever you give attention to, it comes alive. So if there's a part of your body that is going through stress, that is going through pain, all you just need to do is to give it attention. Once you are able to give it attention, now in the process, you need to now work on your perception. Don't see yourself as suffering. You are not suffering. You are feeling pain. Pain is an emotion. Pain is love of God in disguise. Love is the overall, is the universal energy. Love is a universal energy. You understand? So I am love. Love is the reason why I am existent in this realm. Love is the reason why I exist. So once you feel pain, the paradigm shift should be I am feeling the love of God in disguise of pain. So now, this is how to alchemize, this is how to transmute it from pain to a desirable emotion. So these are things that we need to really understand. Once you understand this, then peace comes to your heart. You feel that peace. It might take you time. It might take some level of exercise for me to get to this point where I'm able to alchemize or transmute my pain into whatever I want to see or whatever I desire. It took a level of exercise. I've been exercising, day in, day out. And I would actually recommend meditation. You see, many people assume they know how to meditate. It is not an assumption. Though you have been meditating without you knowing, that's a real fact. But the truth is, you need to be more conscious about your unconscious. My previous episode was I talked about being familiar with the unfamiliar. Some of us might have to learn the art of meditation. In fact, meditation is an art. Yeah, there was a time I actually had to learn how to meditate. It's something you need to really, really consciously learn how to do. And there are techniques, there are ways by which you can. There are different forms of meditation. That's the truth. There are thousand types of meditation and stuff like that. But you have to be deliberate about it. In the process of meditation, you'll be able to discover different parts of yourself that you never knew was there. It was in meditation I knew that okay, this is the way my heart feels. When I feel this way, this is what it means. Or sometimes I am able to know if my mind is actually playing tricks on me. Most of the times, our minds really play tricks on us. You are feeling a certain way. The next thing is your mind is telling you another thing based on your past experience. Your mind can actually start telling you right now that this is like something that happened to you 10 years ago. You have to get ready. Something bad is about to happen. And meanwhile, it might not be something bad. It's just pure. All you just need to do is give that part of your body pure attention. Just stay there and feel it. Just feel it. Feel it to a point where yes, it can get to a point where it might feel unbearable. But through exercise, you will get to that point where it just comes naturally and it goes. And that is where surrender, letting go. There are many videos online when you hear people talk about let go, surrender. This is the primary level of letting go. If you can learn how to let go at this fundamental level, then it will be easy for you to let go at any level. Because at this level, pain is what actually drives us. Two things that drive us as human beings: pain and pleasure. The ability to let go of pleasure, the ability to let go of pain determines the quality of the life that you want to live, or the quality of the life that you live. You understand? So, but most of the times when it comes to pain, we don't want to experience pain, and it's just because of the perception that we feel, that we imbibe, and the belief system that we have developed, in over the years in our past, about how pain feels. But pain, from what I've been saying, is a neutral event. Pain is love in disguise. You understand? Pain is the love of God. You understand? So once you come from this paradigm, this could even be your mantra. You can make it a mantra for yourself. So once you feel pain, just tell yourself, "Oh, I feel the love of God." And you keep saying it to yourself over and over again. And you create a consistency. Once you create a consistency in it, your soul is able to trap it. With time, your soul will start believing that. You start creating a belief around it and say, you know what, I feel this pain. I don't deny the pain, yet it is not suffering. And you keep saying it. So your consistency in it leads to your frequency. Your frequency leads to your vibration, and your vibration now leads to your energy. And as a result, your energy will now determine the kind of things you attract into your life. That at that point, you don't need so much validation. You're just being yourself. See, the idea now is just being yourself at whatever level. You understand? There are different levels of consciousness. At a level of consciousness, you are feeling the pain, you want to use drugs, which is okay. But don't stay there. From there, you can move to a level where you can now start developing yourself and say, okay, today I feel this pain. I'm going to try to withhold that pain. And with time, it will get to a point where there are some levels of pain that you will feel, that you will be able to alchemize into the manifestation of your desire. You see, it is just energy. Pain is energy. Whatever emotion you feel is purely energy. You understand? There is a you that is beyond that feeling. You see, there are four things you need to understand about this human body. There are four things that we experience: the sensations, the imaginations, the feelings, and our thoughts. And which is part of the mind. We can't separate the mind and the body. We can't separate the soul and the body. And they are integrated. They can't be separated. So once you understand that there is a you that is beyond all these things, then it is easier for you you know to kickstart the journey, or to manifest whatever desire that you have within you. Thank you so much for watching. I love you. Stay inspired. Subscribe, share, and comment. Thank you so much. I love you. Bye.